And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the invocation and national anthem. For tonight's invocation, I turn it over to my co-announcer, Chris Kale.
Please bow your heads. Lord, we thank you for the many blessings that you continue to give us each and every day. We ask that you please remember those victims that died 13 years ago this past week. We also ask that you keep the Basiletti family in your thoughts and prayers as they lost a loved one this week. We ask that you please watch over our drivers, their teams, crews, our track officials, and the fans. Please let's have a very nice off season, and we look forward to 2015. We do this in your name. Amen.
Presenting the colors is Alana Carrico, riding in the Scott Archer number 44. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, welcome to Midvale Speedway. We're going to have a great night of racing action here. Scott Archer and Alana Carrico presenting the colors tonight.
Man, is it really the last race of the season? Really?
Unfortunately, it is the last race of the season, Chris, and it's going to be a doozy. Green flag to wave for Greg Hole and Tad Grove. Coming off of 4, we're underway. Into the first corner we go, and Grove has the advantage. A little bit of bumper tag between the second and third place cars. Green in the 36, the 15 of Hole made some slight contact. It gets Grove out front. Car number 3, Tad Grove leading the way. Hole's going to run across the line in second. Justin Courtney is third, and Mike Green runs in the 4th spot. Courtney has a chance now to drop in line. He will stick with it in the outside lane for the time being. Also Noweski, the 115, the 21 car of Allensworth, racing for the number 5 position. Tad Grove leading the way and convincingly leading. He's pulling away from the rest of the field as battles continue for 2nd and 3rd, 4th and 5th, and 6th on back. A little bit dicey at times as we complete lap number 3. 3 laps in, 5 laps to go. And our Summit Racing Economy Modified Fast Heat race. It's now Noweski going to the outside. Our pair of 15 cars going for the 3rd position. 4 laps in, 4 to go this time. The cross flags at the finish line, halfway for Tad Grove in the 3. Grove leads Courtney. 3rd place, Noweski. 4th is Hull. Single file formation through our top 5. Mike Green now going to take a stab at the outside lane, and that's about all he did down in 3. Car pushed up the banking, opens the inside lane for Walker. He'll stay in the 2nd groove. Allensworth puts it up in about the lane 2.5, and Kevin McClintock, our top qualifier, has used this race for a hot lap session. He's going to pull to the pits. No points tonight, so no reason to take a chance here in the heat. He's going to get ready for the 25-lap feature later. Battle continues for 4th. Green on the outside of Hull. We're coming to the white flag. It's going to be 1 more lap to go. 1 to go for Tad Grove. Courtney reeling him in, but running out of time. Tad Grove smooth coming off the 2nd turn. He races into turn number 3. He'll race to turn number 4, brings it to Terry Coletti's checkered flag, and Tad Grove wins race number 1 on the final night of 2014. 2nd place to Courtney, 3rd to Noweski. Finishing 4th is Mike Green, 5th the 30 of Preston Walker. First event of the evening, our fast heat for the Summit Racing Economy Modifieds, and pulling to the line in car number 3 from New Philadelphia. Put your hands together for Tad Grove. The JD Byrider, CNAC Financing, Grove Home Medical, Affordable Towing, Swan Racing, and Greg's Recovery Cars won. We're ready for green coming off of turn number 4. 8 laps the distance. Our second heat race is underway. Usage up the track, and into the wall goes Usage as he was unable to get the car stopped in the first corner. So caution flag out for Joe Usage. Almost looked like a throttle situation, but could have been a suspension situation as the car just did not turn going into that first corner. Ready for a restart, turn number 4 underway for this 8-lap event. Not a good start coming off the 4th corner. You could see the 55 of Bailey had about a half car length advantage or more on the 112 of Austin Harvey in that 4th turn, so it will be another restart. On the outside lane, the 112 of Austin Harvey, the nephew of Don Harvey Jr., grandson of Don Harvey Sr., longtime racing competitors in the Northeast Ohio area as the green flag waves. And we are underway. The 55 of Bailey into turn number 1 on the inside lane, going to bring along the 99 of Jason Gruhl right behind him. Harvey again a little under power with that 305 engine in the 112 tonight. Side by side for the 3rd spot. Harvey on the outside lane. Inside is Westerfield. Westerfield going to move it up into 3rd. Sean Kaufman going to follow him into 4th. 2 laps in this time at the stripe. 2 in and 6 to go for car number 55, Brandon Bailey. Bailey so far holding off the 99 of Jason Gruhl, but Gruhl looks pretty sporty tonight. Nine car of Westerfield taking a look to the outside. Westerfield to the high lane of Gruhl for 2nd. Wheel-to-wheel battle entering the 3rd turn. Westerfield, he's been strong in the outside lane a lot in 2014. At the halfway mark, he takes over the 2nd spot. Westerfield, the Akron, Ohio area driver, moving up into 2nd. He's going to be going for the lead here shortly. 5 complete at the line this time. 3 laps to go. Brandon Bailey leads, but Westerfield challenging strong in the 2nd groove. Westerfield to the high lane for the number 1 spot. Side by side for the lead into turn 3. Bailey low, Westerfield high. 2 laps to go at the line. And Bailey running just strong enough to keep him at bay. White flag will wave this time around. Going to be 1 more lap to go for Bailey and Westerfield. Bailey the edge. Westerfield trying hard. Who's going to pull it off without a bobble? I think it's going to be Westerfield. Or Bailey, rather. Westerfield just can't quite get there as they come to the checkered. Bailey going to claim the victory. Westerfield half car length back. Finishes in 2nd. Gruhl will finish 3rd. 4th spot to the 10 of Kaufman, and finishing 5th, the 25 of Sean Martyr. Their final feature of 14. Bringing it to victory lane, a rookie, former top-notch basketball player for Conotton Valley High School. The Scio Car Wash, Vaughn's Pub and Grill, Heron Moore, number 55. Let's hear it for Brandon Bailey.
Yeah, it seemed like Bailey got off the corners much better.
Mike Martin, the Canton Car Connection, Papa P's, and Twins Auto Sales Car. Top qualifier and point champion, 41 of Dennis Wood from Barberton Automotive Electric, Right Price Motor Cars. And the 49 is Bill Shemko tonight, filling in for Teddy Oliver, and the green flag is out. Green is out and into the first corner. We've got the 75 of Passwater's the advantage. Martin applying the chrome horn to the 30 of Foster Mackey. And that allows the 41 of Wood to the inside. 3 wide for the 3rd spot. Passwater's leading the way in Scott Archer. They had this car down here last night in our open practice trying to fine-tune it for the season ender. And he's going to the outside right now of Passwater's for the lead. Archer at the stripe. He's got him. Scott Archer taking over the race lead. Archer making that 2nd groove work. Riding along the bottom at 75 of Passwater's and top qualifier and point champion Dennis Wood closing. 3 complete, 5 to go. Foster Mackey now has that former Austin Harvey ride up to speed. still holding off the 6 of Martin after that contact on the first lap that actually shuffled the 2 back toward the tail end of the field. 4 in, 4 to go. The cross flag signifying halfway this time. And Archer leads now. Dennis Wood has taken over second. Five complete, down to our final 3 laps. Leading the way is Archer. Second is Wood, but Dennis Wood has his fishing pole out, and he's starting to reel in the leader, Scott Archer. Down to the final 2. Just a little over a lap and a half to go, and Dennis Wood has closed. Wood has won a lot of races, including 7 of the last 8 features, trying to win a fast heat tonight. And he's right on the rear bumper of Archer, 1 to go. 1 final lap to go for Scott Archer and Dennis Wood. Wood peeks to the bottom. He's got the lane, but he goes up, makes a little bit of contact. They've rubbed some paint. Archer's going to close the door heading into turn 3. A little more bumper tag in turn 4. They come to the checkered, and Archer brings it to victory. Wood will finish second. Taking third is Passwater's, 4th to Mackey, 5th spot to the 6 of Martin. Finishing 6th is Shimko. Bringing it to victory lane, the Archimotive number 44. He's run in the past in this car, years ago in the Pure Stock division. Now owned by Paul Parsons. Brought it back out of the garage last week. Your winner, Scott Archer. Canton, Ohio driver, and the Archimotive number 44. We saw him on open modified night in the black and orange number 28 modified. Car 22 from Maslin in the 93. Rounding it out, Brian Lewis Jr. Green is out. We got problems on the opening start. Going to have a complete restart. Had a restart with a lap complete at this point, so no cone has been used yet. Good start coming off of 4. Green is out. Waylon Orr bump drafting a little bit, the 32 of Colmar. Side by side through 1 and 2 we go. It's going to be Colmar taking the advantage off the second turn by a nose. 8-lap heat race number 2 for the JD Byrider Street Stock division. Clean up front, close to rubbing, coming off of 4, but it's going to be Colmar leading, half car length at the line. Locks up the tires. Open up the inside lane. Here comes the veteran Bill Abil. Abil for the lead. Up the track he goes, slipping and sliding in that inside lane a little bit. The drivers in our street stocks tonight. And Bill Abil going to take over the number 1 spot. Dropping into second is Moss. Running third, the 28 car of Orr, who's had a great second half of the season this year. A couple of second-place finishes in feature action. And now he's got the lane on the 77 of Moss. Moss going to push up in 1 and 2. Battle continues for second. Waylon Orr on the inside. Josh Moss on the outside. Close racing, and then Moss again pushes up the track in 4. Waylon Orr does take second at the line. 4 complete, 4 to go. As Waylon Orr, Josh Moss, second place battle might become a third place battle, as here comes Colmar. Bill Abil leads the way. Waylon Orr is in second. Josh Moss is in third. 4th is Colmar. 5th, Tim Lynn in the 22. And Robert Douglas, the 93 car, running in the 6th position. Next time around, going to be coming to the white flag. One more lap to go. White flag is out for the 31 of Bill Abil. Going to come to the checkered as they close on Douglas, the slow car up ahead. He's going to stay on the lead lap. Bill Abil's going to win the race. Second spot to the 28 of Waylon Orr. Third, the 77 of Moss. 4th, the 32 of Colmar. Finishing in the top 5, the 22 of Tim Lynn. Just made his debut for the 2014 season a week ago. It's a driver that has been around Midvale Speedway for a good while, racing in the Street Stock, Detroit Iron divisions, Pure Stocks a couple of years ago up until the end of last season, and then took some time off, has been building a new house and helping some other drivers work on their cars. Got it back out last weekend, and he's been pretty successful so far. Your winner, Dover's Bill Abil. M&D Designs, R&R Carb, Zach's Classic Car Care, number 31, claiming the second heat race win for the J.D. Byrider Street Stocks. 57 of Larry Ennis Jr., who had a good points run this season, and Blaine Salisbury in car number 4. The green flag is out. Into the first corner, and top qualifier Finlayson going to try that third lane out. That might run out of room as Reniker and Oliver go up the track a little bit. They're boxed in. Here comes Finlayson, no longer boxed in, as Stresky is dropping like a rock in turns 3 and 4. Completing the first lap, the 50 of Dan Bucky. Bucky pretty quick in that car. First time he's brought that car out this year. It's pretty good till about midway down the straightaway when it starts to hit the rev limiter. And then it drops off the pace. Reniker's going to take the lead in turn 4. Oliver's going to try to follow him in the 19. The 69 of Bucky running in the 5th spot. Here comes the 15 of Finlayson running 4th. That's 69 of Alan Clark, boxed in behind his teammate there, Dan Bucky. Blaine Salisbury, his car looks pretty good tonight. The 4 car trying to move up. Finds an opening, but it's going to be a wide opening on the high lane. So 69 of Clark goes to the outside of Bucky, leading the way, coming to halfway this time. 4 laps in, 4 to go for the 175 of Justin Reniker. Clayton Oliver second, Kyle Finlayson is third. There's Clark. He's going to move into the number 4 spot. And a battle for 5th. The 4 of Salisbury gets to the outside. Justin Reniker pulling away from the other challengers in this one. Reniker turning pretty good laps, 17.7 last time around. Two final laps to go for the 175 of Reniker. Finlayson for second. Can't quite get to the inside of Oliver. And the white flag is out, final lap. Last lap for the 175 of Justin Reniker. As he comes off of turn number 4, picking up the fast heat race win from Dover, Justin Reniker in car number 175. Clayton Oliver in the 19, the 15 car of Kyle Finlayson, 69 of Alan Clark, and the 57 of Larry Ennis Jr. Your winner in car number 175. Put your hands together. Fast heat race number 1. It is Justin Reniker. RB Motors, Happy Valley Trucking, PM Realty car of Justin Reniker has picked up a feature win this season and finds victory lane in a heat. And starting 8th, the 7 of Zach Koger. Field coming to turn 4. Terry Coletti looks him over. The green flag is out. We are racing. Final compact heat race tonight. Already have them 3 wide into the first corner. Will this work? And beating and banging. A little contact, but they keep them in the right direction. We're still clean and green. Mitchell Usich into the lead. Has raced just a handful of nights here at Midvale Speedway over the last couple of years. 101 for the second spot. Now the lead. Daniel Risley, he won a heat race a week or 2 ago, and now he's going to go for another heat win, and McClintock has driven through the 46 car of Bailey in turn 2. And they keep on going. Everybody's still under power. Daniel Risley taking the lead at the line. Second is Usich. Third, the 07. McClintock getting sent to the pits as he mowed over the 46 of Bailey. It continues up front for the lead. Right now, it's the 101 of Risley hanging on to it. Might be able to clear. Usage can close the door on him if he chooses to, and he still sees him over there. Gives him room heading into the first turn. In fact, gives him a couple lanes. Gets a good run coming off of 2. What's going to happen here if Usage pushes up the track coming off a corner? It's going to open the door for the 07 of Roberts. 11 car of Usage up the track. Look out. 07 of Roberts does get to the inside. Risley, though, has taken the lead. Tire smoke from the 21 of Jayberg. He will take third. Good rookie season for Gage Jayberg, a teenage driver from New Philadelphia in the 21 car. 3 laps to go for Daniel Risley. Jayberg working on the 07 of Roberts for the second spot. There comes Koger. Koger's going to move into 4th. Usage going to drop back to 5th. Risley, 2nd and 3rd now battle. Roberts in the 07, 21 of Jayberg. Coming to the white flag, 1 more lap to go. 1 to go for Risley. Coming to the checkered, the 101 car of Risley will pick up the victory. 2nd spot to the 07 of Roberts, 3rd to the 7 of Koger, 4th the 21 car of Jayberg, finishing 5th the 46 car of Christian Bailey. And to get all of the rules and info down there, pulling to the line, your winner. He's won 2 heat races now here in his rookie season, the Tiger, Daniel Risley. New Philadelphia driver in the Dave's Transmission car 101. Your leader, Kyler Bertram in the 155. 32 of Dusty Nicholas running in second. Nicholas doing a nice job right now in that Keith Anderson truck, trying to keep the 5 of Mike Martin at bay, his first start in that 32 truck. Halfway this time, 4 in, 4 to go. Going to be 5 laps in and 3 laps to go this time at the line for the 155 of Bertram. Boy, Nicholas gets it really sideways coming out of 4 that time. Mike Martin able to clear him. Nicholas grabs a hold of the wheel, gets it in the right direction, and holds on to 3rd. 2 laps to go. The 155 of Bertram nearly walled it coming off of 4. Fortunately, we moved the wall back about 5 feet a couple years ago.
Yeah, if not, he'd have hit it.
Oh, we would have had a number of drivers hit it. Hey, our flyover's a little bit late for this season ender, Chris.
I don't see it.
Look toward Yerkes, Phil.
I got it now.
Leading the way is Bertram, but running him down is Martin. Martin has closed the gap. Martin to the rear of Bertram's truck. They come to the checkered. Bertram will win. Martin will finish second. 3rd will be Anderson. 4th, which is Nicholas. 4th is the 22 of Jayberg. And 5th, the 72 truck of Cordia. Pulling to the line, your winner of our Finish Line Motors mini truck heat race event. A driver from Springfield Township, Kyler Bertram. Tony Newman Roofing, Bond Heating and Cooling, Lakes Auto Recycling, and Falls Auto Body, truck number 155. Finlayson 4th in our final points this year out of Bolivar, the Finlayson Towing Kiefer Auto car. Starting 7th, 21 of rookie Gage Jayberg. Good season, a few feature wins. Parkway Auto Superstore, Route 39 Auto Salvage car from New Philadelphia. 46 is Christian Bailey, another rookie, a teenage driver from Louisville. 83, the veteran Gary Gibson. 101 of rookie Daniel Risley, won a heat race earlier. 07 of Josh Roberts out of Wadsworth, 57 of Larry Ennis Jr. from New Philadelphia. Mitchell Usage and the 4 of Blaine Salisbury complete our field. We are feature racing in the Canton Auto Salvage Compact Division. 3 wide already for the lead. We've got him battling almost 4 wide up front. Here comes Finlayson trying to get to the front. Renneker got boxed in early. That's going to cost him a little bit, especially if Finlayson can get out front. Leading the way, the 19 of Oliver. He's going to go to the bottom, I would think. Close the door on Bucky as we complete our first lap. Clean and green in our Canton Auto Salvage Compacts. Finlayson, good run on Oliver heading into the 3rd corner. Oliver gives him room, and Finlayson's going to take over the lead. Finlayson might just run away with this one as he gets out front. 19 of Oliver into 2nd. 3rd is Bucky. Running 4th, a 7 of Koger. Running 5th, the 175 of Renneker.
I think everybody realizes they got to go with that 175 back there.
7 of Koger, his teammate, is leading Finlayson. Koger dropped back into the 5th spot now. He's got Bucky right in front of him. Those 2 drivers that started on our front row have faded now into 4th and 5th. Into the pits goes Daniel Risley and the 101. '15 of Finlayson leads the way. 2nd is Oliver. 3rd is Renneker. Renneker, I thought, might be the favorite to win the feature tonight with Rector not here, but he wasn't able to get through traffic on that opening start. So he runs in the 3rd position, but maybe not for long. For 2nd as he goes to the outside of Clayton Oliver. 6 laps in, 9 laps to go this time around at the line for Finlayson in the 15. At the stripe in the 2nd position, the 175 of Renneker and the 19 of Oliver go at it.
Well, Renneker needs a caution, and Finlayson doesn't want to see one.
20-lap event. 15 as we had the full feature field. Normally these compact competitors do run 15 lappers. Tonight it's a 20-lap feature for the compacts, as we have 8 in, 12 to go at the line for the 15 of Finlayson. 175 of Renneker, 19 of Oliver, 50 of Bucky, running in the 3rd spot. Bucky, no matter what car he's in, he somehow finds his way into the top 5 and just runs a consistent and clean race. And now he's being overtaken for the 3rd spot by the 4 of Salisbury, who closes the door down in 3 and 4. So Bucky now runs in 4th. So Bucky actually back in the 5th spot.
These guys are used to running more laps. They ran 40 earlier this year.
Yeah, they've run some 20-lap races this year. I think we ran a 40-lapper for them one night.
Yeah, that's what I said. They ran 40 earlier.
So this just half the distance there.
It's still one of those things where you look up and you think, man, this thing's got to be over, and you see halfway and you're like, uh-oh, it's not.
It's going to be 13 in next time around. Leader is middle of the backstretch, Kyle Finlayson. 2nd place car is Justin Renneker. He's entering turn 3, so Finlayson has a huge lead. The thing he does not need is a yellow. He wants this to stay green because nobody's going to catch him if this thing stays green. Even if he gets into heavy traffic, and he will before the end of it, as he catches Christian Bailey. Bailey's going to kind of close the door in 3 and 4 on him. Now he'll get to the inside. So Finlayson able to scoot by on the front stretch. 6 to go. Mitchell Usage about spun in turn 4. That was the yellow that Renneker was looking for. Looking at their times, Finlayson actually is quicker than Renneker currently. So Finlayson putting down better lap times, actually extending his lead. 5 to go now. Here's the heavy traffic. Doesn't want to get involved, doesn't want to get damage here. The 15 of Finlayson gets around the 50. I believe it's Alan Clark behind the wheel of that car now instead of Dan Bucky, as previously stated. Gets around Jayberg in the 21. Going to work on Stresky in the 17. Going to work on Koger in the 7. What a good, clean, compact race we've had to this point, and we're going to be down to 3 to go next time. Going to be 3 laps to go for Kyle Finlayson. Talked a lot about the cone night. We haven't had a chance to bring it out yet. Through all of our heats and now into our first feature. May not see it until our next feature, and I think we'll get an opportunity to see it then. Final 2 laps now for Finlayson, the driver from Bolivar, looking for his 2nd career feature win. Did pick one up earlier this season, finished 4th in our points in 2014. His best career year, was a rookie last season in our compacts. Made a couple starts the previous season, and the white flag is out. 1 to go. So his 2nd full season of racing, his 3rd season in general, as trailer race vehicles continue to arrive. 15 of Finlayson has seen the white off of turn 4. He's going to see the double checkered. Your winner, Budweiser Fall Classic Night in the compacts. Finlayson towing 15 of Kyle Finlayson. 2nd place, Justin Renneker. Finishing 3rd. As the number 4 car coming off of 4, that is Blaine Salisbury. Taking 4th, the 19 of Clayton Oliver. 5th spot to the 57. Good run for Larry Ennis Jr. 14 cars starting the event, and I believe 12 of those finished. And claiming win number 2 on the season, the number 15 of Kyle Finlayson. We'll get a word with him in downtown Ford Victory Lane in a moment.
Like you said, they usually go that.
Pulling to the line, the Finlayson towing, number 15, career win, number 2. First came earlier this season. Stick It Graphics and Kiefer Auto, some sponsors as well. Let's hear it. Nice round of applause for Kyle Finlayson. Kyle, congratulations on the win, your 2nd of the season. I think you knew you had to get out front before Justin Renneker did. You guys were the 2 fastest cars in the field, and that you did.
Yeah, pretty much whoever gets to the front first is going to get it.
And actually out front, you knew you had a pretty big lead built up, right?
Yeah, I could see it from behind me.
So you were patient when you saw the lap cars coming up?
Oh, yeah.
You have a lot of people you want to thank on this ride.
My dad, the rest of my family, Kiefer Auto, and everybody that's helped me with this car.
Let's have a nice round of applause again. 2nd win of the season for Kyle Finlayson.
This one should be a good one, Adam. Roger Smith been close a number of times this year in that number 43 machine. Ron Jayberg Jr. hasn't been behind the wheel since a year ago.
Ready for green coming off of turn number 4. It's Roger Smith. Ron Jayberg Jr., 25 laps. Race number 1 for the late models tonight is underway. Into turn 1 we go. It's the 22 of Jayberg with a slight advantage. Now he drifts back a little bit. He's going to keep trying in that 2nd lane. Roger Smith with the lead. Roger Smith will lead lap number 1, clean and green, on our first pace. Summers and Smith now. They will start to move up in the outside lane as the cars up front have gone in single file formation. Mazzagatti and Summers side by side. Then it's Sybil and Smith side by side. as they battle third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, seventh and eighth as well. The 4 of Mills, the 2 car of Rosenberry, everybody double wide racing throughout our field. Summers just cannot get clear of the 81 of Mazzagatti. In fact, Mazzagatti a little bit of a wiggle as he tries to step up the pace on the exit of the corner. Meanwhile, Roger Smith likes what he sees in his rearview mirror. He's pulling away from the field. Jayberg running solid for his first start this season in second. That team tries to turn its luck around. Smith has dropped to the bottom. Rosenberry has actually gone to the outside now. Alex Rosenberry working the high lane of Bryant Smith. Oh, Sibla sideways. Sibla nearly spun it. Bryant Smith gets to the inside of Sibla as he got all kinds of sideways coming off of 4. 5 laps have been completed, 20 to go. It's going to be 19 to go this time for Roger Smith. Good racing in our pack. We're waiting for some of the fast guys to get to the front. Smith and Sibla. Rosenberry joins that battle. Bubba Smith, Tom Stankiewicz, and Emerson Huffman are boxed in deep in the pack. Rosenberry had things working out his way for a while, but now he's in a battle with Sibla. Summers to the inside of Mazzagatti for the 3rd position. So Summers trying to advance up to 3rd spot. Rick Sibla outside, running the high lane of Rosenberry. Behind him, Bryant Smith looked to the outside for a moment. Rosenberry got to the inside. Those two avoiding contact in turn 1. Rick Sibla has his hands full as he gets shuffled toward the back. Pretty good racing, and Roger Smith looking for his first ever Midvale Speedway feature win. And if this race stays green, nobody's taking it from him. 10 complete. Rick Sibla, Bubba Smith, they're in a battle side by side. Emerson Huffman shuffled back a little bit. Bryant Smith's car not very good. I thought he was going to be able to make a go of it in the outside lane earlier. He's letting off extremely early on entry to the corners. Rosenberry's looked to the inside a couple times in turn 1, hasn't been able to make the move. Next time around it will be halfway, and I think 2nd and 3rd, maybe a little contact as Mazzagatti applies pressure. And now Marcus Malkett and Rosenberry, they get together a little bit in turn 2. It allows Bubba Smith to get to the outside. Brian Smith, he goes to the high side of Summers. No can do there. Pretty good racing, Chris, but right now nobody moving forward in any of the lanes.
Yeah, it's interesting about mid-pack, Adam.
And Bryant Smith, he is letting off extremely early going into the corner. Something just not right on that 1 car, as normally he drives it in deep. That almost looks like maybe there's a brake issue on the 1.
Yeah, definitely not his characteristic line, that's for sure.
We complete lap 15 now at the line. 15 and 10 to go. These drivers all trying to make it into our 2nd feature tonight. I want to start both races for a chance to get as much prize money as possible. Bryant Smith running the outside of Doug Summers. Marcus Malkett wheel to wheel with Bryant Smith. And now Mazzagatti's going to take a look to the outside of Jayberg for 2nd. It's heating up. It's getting dicey. 2nd, 3rd. They make a little contact heading into turn 3. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all continue on. Stankiewicz has slid to the infield. He will pull back out and keep on rolling. Tom Stankiewicz keeps this race under green. That's a very sportsmanlike move from a sportsmanlike driver. And Tom Stankiewicz, the Strongsville competitor. Mazzagatti making headway. Into 2nd he goes. Brian Smith now to the outside of Jayberg. Oh, Mazzagatti and Jayberg very close quarters in turn 2. It's going to be 6 to go. 19 in, 6 to go this time as now Brian Smith takes a look to the high lane of Jayberg. It's 4th, 3rd. That's where the battle is. But the battle is heavy behind them too. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Bubba Smith and Rick Sibla still side by side. 5 to go signal given at the line. 5 to go. Roger Smith all by himself. Mazzagatti running 2nd. Miller running 3rd. Brian Smith battles with Summers. Good, clean, side-by-side racing at our McIntosh Oil Company late models tonight.
Well, I can't tell you how many times Adam Brian Smith has almost hit the wall coming down the back straightaway. He's using all the racetrack.
Oh, yeah, he spun the tires coming off it, too, that time. Nearly got the right rear quarter panel in the wall as now Marcus Malkett tries to pick up a position. Good action going on between those competitors. They're down to the final 2 laps. Brian Smith, a good run there. Rosenberry's going to put it back on the outside again. Little beating and banging, little incidental contact there between some of the competitors. Surprised we haven't seen more. Final 2 laps. Final 2 laps. Malkett now in competition with the one car of Bryant Smith. Rosenberry follows them closely. It's tight on the last lap. White flag was out. Some contact. Around goes Summers. Gonna come to the checkered off of turn 4, winning the race to Smith. Second place Mazzagatti. Third is Jayberg. 4th spot Bryant Smith. Rosenberry will finish 5th. 6th spot to Malkett. 7th spot to Sibla as we finish up our first feature, flag to flag in the late model feature tonight.
Now we'll have to see what the dice roll is and who makes changes and who doesn't.
Sometimes, Chris, we're really frustrated with our late model competitors because there's no give and take. There was plenty of give there. They wanted to make it into our second feature tonight. They put on a good show. They go flag to flag, just as our compacts did. Great race, and we see a first-time Midvale Speedway feature winner, the Claiborne Auto Stores Triplet Tire Depot, CP Automotive, Friend Family Investments car of Roger Smith in Victory Lane.
Yeah, and we said it earlier, he's been close a number of times. Him and Joe Leinard had a great duel for a feature win, and Joe ended up coming out on top, and Roger Smith, I think, finished second that night. And they had a great battle. He's been close a number of times, and he pretty much checked out. I don't think he'll be doing many changes for the second feature.
There was only that one brief segment of about 4 laps maybe where it singled out. Other than that, the other 21 laps or so, double file racing throughout our field. Other than our leader, and he loved what he saw in his mirror. He loved the fact that this race went flag to flag. He didn't want any of that competition up there, and he held a pretty wheel from start to finish, claiming his first career Midvale Speedway feature win in the late model division. This King Richard Petty look-alike car. He's always driven these familiar colors. He one time finished second at Barberton Speedway in the late model points to Jeff Taylor. Never won a championship. Tonight he wins a feature at Midvale Speedway on our Fall Classic. He's going to roll a die in a moment to set the invert for our second feature. Only one little mishap during the race. It came as they came to the checkered over in turn number 2. Summers spins after a good run. As climbing from the car, let's hear it for Roger Smith. Roger, congratulations on the win. Man, you've only run down here a handful of times this year. Never have made really a full-time effort at Midvale Speedway. You're a former full-time competitor at Barberton, gained a lot of laps up there, but this car's been pretty good this season, and tonight you proved it with a feature win.
Yeah, it's definitely been getting better as the season gone on. So
it's a lot different than Barberton. It's similar that it's kind of tight, but you kind of get them wound up a little bit more. You don't have to tighten it up so much in the corner. You don't have to lock it down and turn the wheel quite as much, but able to keep your momentum up, and you did not want to see a caution in that race.
no, I didn't. In fact, on that last lap when that yellow come out, I thought they were going to maybe have a restart there, so I didn't want to see that.
And at that point, they were racing back to the checkered. It was clear. Everything was good to go for you. You have some people you want to thank.
I want to thank my wife for coming tonight. Apparently she's good luck. And I want to thank all you fans for coming, because if not, there wouldn't be racing here. So,
absolutely. Roger Smith. Let's give him a nice round of applause. His first career Midvale Speedway feature win. Roger, you're going to roll the die here. Roger, we got a die here. You're going to roll it on the trunk, on the deck lid of your car.
come on, one.
And he's hoping for the 1 so he can start on the pole. He gets a 4. The invert of 4, so that will put the 4th place finisher of our first feature on the pole position of our second feature coming up in a little bit. Waylon Orr. 2 features basically going flag to flag right now, Chris, and we've got a third one on the racetrack. It's our street stocks. The green flag set, and they're racing as Waylon Orr and Bob Passwater Sr. take him into the first turn. There's some contact. Waylon Orr has cut down the right front tire. Waylon Orr goes into the pits with a flat right front. We stay green. Into turn number 3 we go. It's Passwater's in the lead. In the second spot, the 30 of Foster Mackey as we complete the first lap.
No laps in, 20 laps to go.
Yeah, I don't have a voice, does it? Oh well.
Green flag coming off of turn number 4 and rolling in our street stock feature. Passwater's into the lead. Battle for second between Paul Parsons, number 44, driven by Scott Archer, and the 30 of Foster Mackey. Mike Martin pulls a crossover move, goes to the inside of Foster Mackey on the front straightaway heading into 1. He's going for 4th. In 3rd is Dennis Wood. He caught a fortunate break when that opening caution came out on the first lap because he got caught behind Waylon Orr, shuffled him all the way to the back, but now he's going for 2nd with Scott Archer. 2 of the quickest cars here this week, with another following them closely. Dennis Wood moving forward into 2nd. Wood has 2nd at the line. Dennis Wood into the 2nd spot as Passwaters leads the way. Archer running 3rd. Running 4th, the 6 of Martin. 4 laps complete, and Dennis Wood makes that move. Coming off of 2, we've seen it from him already this season. He makes it again, and he's going to make it work. Dennis Wood, our point champion for the lead. Hold that drop under move in turn number 4. I think he's got that patented here this season in this street stock class, and he leads the way. Maybe gets a little bit of help from the 75 of Passwaters. Archer now will go for the 2nd position. Scott Archer, veteran racer of modified sports stocks and street stock divisions. And he races now for the 2nd spot with Passwaters. Martin spraying for mosquitoes tonight. Well, it's getting cool enough. We don't need to worry too much about those. But he still is in the 4th position. And now he's going to go for 3rd. 7 laps into the books of this 20-lap race. Martin had a good run last week, nearly won the championship, lost by just a couple of points. 8 complete. As they close on Robert Douglas, he will move over to the inside to allow the leaders to go around him. Oh, and a close call. That's going to allow Archer to go to the inside. And to the high side they go. The 41 of Wood will hang on to the lead. Archer going to clear Douglas for the 2nd spot. 6 of Martin going to go around him. Look out, and around they go. Up in 3rd and 4th. Contact coming from the lap car. Caution is out. '93 being sent pit side. He made the contact with one of our lead lap cars. He's being sent to the pits. So Douglas being sent pit side, just his 2nd week of racing. Inside, outside, inside. So that worked out. Passwater stays inside. That allows Mackey to go to the outside, as well as Shimko and the 32 of Colmar. So there we go. So they didn't do it traditional style. Green flag coming off of turn number 4. We are underway. Archer gets a good start coming off of the 4th turn. Wood goes into the corner on his rear bumper. Wood some contact with Archer. Down into turn number 3. Bumper to bumper in 3 and 4. Wood trying to apply the wood. Get back to the inside. Can't quite do it. 9 complete. Next time around we'll see halfway. It's going to be 10 laps in, 10 laps to go. Dennis Wood to challenge the 44 of Archer. Wood has won 7 of the last 8 features. He's looking for his 8th feature win of the season here tonight. Archer will be tough to get around. And the top 2 are pulling away. Wood had his chance right there, but he spun the tires a little bit, coming off of 2. Martin and Passwater's running strong in 3rd and 4th. 9 laps to go for Scott Archer. Can he win his first feature of the year at Midvale? He has won a feature this year in modified competition up at Lorain County Speedway, but looking for his first Midvale win of 2014. Wood takes it all the way up to the wall. Back down to the inside lane he goes. 8 laps to go. We got a spin in turn number 2. Caution flag is out. Coming to green off of turn number 4. Here we go. And we are underway. Archer stays alongside Wood heading into the first corner. Will Wood be able to make it stick coming out of turn 2? He does. We got some beating and banging. We've got him 4 wide. This will not work going into turn 3. Look out. Some contact, some more contact, and around they go. So it's going to be another restart. Caution is out. We'll see if it goes about 3 or 4 wide behind him once again. That got a little hairy. They come over to turn number 4 off of the 4th turn. Good restart underway. Wood slight advantage heading into turn 1. Archer trying to stay alongside, but Dennis Wood looking strong coming off of turn 2. He's not going to be able to clear him yet. Archer stays strong in the inside lane. Archer inside, Wood outside. And it's going to be Wood bringing it to the line with a half car length advantage. 13 laps complete. Archer continues to fight low. Saw a lot of smoke coming off of one of the rides down in turn number 1. Archer still battling to the low side of Wood for the lead. And Wood pulls ahead, closes the door on Archer in the first corner. Going to be 5 laps to go next time around. 5 to go for the 41 car of Wood, 44 of Archer, as Wood leads the way. Archer beat him on one of the restarts a couple of times ago, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter now because Dennis Wood is back out front. 4 laps remaining in a 3-car breakaway. Boy, Passwater's running strong tonight, Chris.
Yeah, that 75's been getting better and better each and every week and has been up front the last few weeks.
And Passwater's Jr. not here tonight, but he's been running strong. We've got a spin as Tim Lynn has looped it in turn number 4. Five to go. Cone, a little bit of strategy there used by Dennis Wood as he chose the outside lane. We're coming to turn 4. We're coming to the green. We're underway. Down into turn 1 we race. Dennis Wood and Scott Archer for the lead. 2 veteran racers. This time Archer pulls back forward. He's got the advantage into 3. You starting to second guess your idea, Chris?
Nope.
4 laps to go. 4 to go. Archer with a nose advantage heading into the first corner. Archer pulling forward. It's going to be 3 to go next time at the line. 3 laps to go this time at the stripe for Scott Archer. Archer half car length advantage. Now it's a car length advantage. He's going to try to pull that duck under move, and he made it, and he made it work beautifully in turn number 2. Dennis Wood to the inside of Scott Archer. Wood sideways in turn 4. It's 2 to go. Well, he didn't do it by using the outside lane, Chris, but this might work out for him. Archer's going to try the same thing off of turn 2. Look at Scott Archer make the move. Side by side into turn 3. Coming to the white flag. 1 more lap to go. White flag, they're nearly a dead heat at the line. I think Archer had him by an inch. Archer beats him off of turn 2 slightly. A little bit of a wiggle. Dennis Wood fighting back. It's a thriller heading to turn 3. Wood's going to try to drop back under and make some contact. Race into the line. It's going to be Archer beating Wood. What a race between the two. Josh Moss third, fourth spot. Foster Mackey fifth. Cody Colmar in the 32. Silver Mazda 5 in the parking lot. License plate starting with BGB. There's a child seat in the passenger right side. A silver Mazda 5. Your lights are on inside the vehicle.
Now I'm expecting you to tell him that I didn't say anything about where he was restarting on that restart. That was one of the most exciting street stock races I've seen in a long time. That was a good one.
You sound like you're talking through a McDonald's microphone here tonight, Chris.
What?
Yeah, it sounds really, really awkward right now.
No kidding. Okay, I'll change it then.
The Archomotive number 44 coming into victory lane. The Paul Parson-owned ride, formerly driven by Scott Archer years ago in the street stock division. Couple of crossover moves and good moves by the two. Archer learned something from Dennis Wood. He used it on him, gave him a taste of his own medicine off that second turn, but both drivers putting on a whale of a show here tonight. He competes most of the time in a modified, former competitor on a weekly basis in our modifieds and sports stocks. Now racing modifieds at a number of different tracks. Here he comes, your winner, Scott Archer. Scott, last week, you jumped back behind the wheel of this car. It sat in the garage for a good while. You guys worked on it. It was pretty decent last week. Picked up a fourth place finish tonight. You improved on it last night in practice. And now tonight, you and Dennis Wood put on a great show.
Oh, I had a ball. That was the most fun I ever had racing. He's a great competitor. Those are great people. They helped me with this car a little bit before we brought it down. We took it up to his place, and they worked on it. And that's why you see what you saw. You saw two cars that are pretty even, and Dennis is a heck of a driver.
Were you a little bit surprised he chose the outside lane on the last restart?
I was not surprised at all. I knew he would because he was getting a nice run off the outside. If he wouldn't have, I would have, because when I was pinned down, I couldn't get off the corner, so I figured that's what his thought was, that he didn't want to be pinned down. So
it worked out. Then he pulls the crossover move on you, and then the next lap you said, well, I might as well pull it on him.
Yeah. Thanks, Dennis, for teaching me that one.
Now let's hear it for your winner, Scott Archer.
Okay, Adam Mackey, is that a little better now?
I've never noticed it sounding quite like that, Chris. You sound okay. It just sounds like you're talking through the intercom at McDonald's.
So it doesn't sound any better right now?
It sounds just a little bit hollow. Late models aligning on our front straightaway.
Did you say you wanted fries with that, Adam?
21 car of Rick Sibla, the 12 of Bubba Smith, the 23 of Kirkpatrick, the 42 car of Stankiewicz, the 3 of Martin, and the 75 of Malka completing our field. What a field of McIntosh Oil Company late models. The points are over. Some of our point contenders not racing with us tonight. We had a few new ones join us, and we've got 25 laps of green flag racing. Second portion of the late model All-Star Showdown is underway. Into the first corner, Jayberg's got him beat, but Summers fights back on the inside lane. Jayberg's going to have him clear heading into 3. Roger Smith's going to go to the outside. Smith trying to get the clean sweep tonight as he goes to the high lane of Doug Summers for the second position. Boy, Bubba, oh, we've got trouble. Trouble down in the second corner. Look out. as they pile up in the second turn. Rear tires were off the ground, and he couldn't get moving again. His tires were spinning, but not attached to the ground.
Yeah, Bryant Smith over here, the crew took the hood off of that race car, and they're doing some work to it. So waiting on Rosenberry to see if he comes in. And Kirkpatrick went by, and I don't see anything missing from his car, so not sure what's up underneath the back end of Rosenberry. That's 2 weeks in a row, a lot of damage on the number 2. Mostly cosmetic, it looks like tonight, though.
Is going to choose the inside. Smith chooses the outside. Bubba Smith inside, Rosenberry outside. Huffman chooses outside. Rick Sibla, so there's a switch. Huffman kind of changes it up by going to the outside lane. And Rick Sibla is able to take the inside. 1 complete, 24 to go. Roger Smith on the outside. And on the inside, it is Doug Summers. The green is out. It's a good start coming out of 4. Into turn 1 we race. Summers going to have the advantage coming off the corner. Doug Summers on the inside, Roger Smith on the outside. This has the makings to be a long side-by-side battle. At the line, Doug Summers with a slight advantage. It's Roger Smith on the outside of Doug Summers, and Roger Smith might eventually clear him. Oh, he got sideways coming off of 4. Roger Smith gives up some ground on the 13, back to the inside. Summers takes him a little high into 3. He's going to get the advantage. Oh, Roger Smith up the track into the wall. Who's going to take inside? Who's going to take outside? Yep, that's about what you would expect there. Smith goes to the outside. Sibla goes to the outside. Mazzagatti chooses the outside groove. So does Mills. We've got more outsides than insides. Now we're starting to make up for it as a number of drivers toward the back have chosen the inside lane.
By the way, Roger Smith did go to the trailer.
Coming to green off of turn number 4. Summers and Rosenberry bring him in, and Rosenberry with that power going to be able to put it to the racetrack, and his car, despite the damage, looks pretty good. He goes into the lead. Last week's feature winner, Bubba Smith, top qualifier tonight. He moves into second. Summers hangs on to third. Fourth is Huffman, and a battle for fifth. Stankiewicz has, a little bit of contact. Bryant Smith and Mike Mazzagatti, they race side by side deep in the field. Rosenberry leading the way. Smith running in the second spot. And Smith to the inside of Rosenberry for the lead heading into 3. Rosenberry spun the tires a little bit off of 2. Smith's going to take over the lead. Rosenberry back into second. Doug Summers running third. Running fourth is Huffman. And Rosenberry off the pace. His car coming off of turn 2 comes to a stop. That car shot up the track. Problems for Alex Rosenberry.
It doesn't look like it, but the whole right front fender is shredded. I'm going to say that the right front fender broke loose and went underneath the right front tire, and that's what the issue was.
And we've seen that happen before with people, and that's probably what happened there with Alex Rosenberry. So caution, cars in single file. Cone will be placed out on the racetrack next time around.
Yeah, and I think that's something, that's the reason why he got so, it almost looked like he was just super, super tight, but I don't think that was the reason. I think that fender was going up underneath there to start with.
Bubba Smith leads. Doug Summers is second. Third, the 90 of Huffman running fourth, the 42 of Stankiewicz, and running fifth, the 21 of Sibla. See the guys taking the outside. Huffman, Sibla, Bryant Smith, and Matthew Mills are ready for the restart. 6 in, 19 laps to go. Huffman on the outside of Bubba Smith into turn number 1. It's a good battle up front. Emerson Huffman starting to take the lead from Bubba Smith. Good battle between our top 2. Huffman looking for his first feature win in a good long time here at Midvale. He leads lap number 7, almost having Bubba Smith cleared. He does, and Emerson Huffman out front gives up some ground though on the exit of 2, and Bubba Smith pulls back alongside. Good battle between the 2 racers at the front of our field. Smith and Huffman giving each other good room up front. Emerson Huffman had second place at the line that time. Bubba had him by the smallest of margins, and Bubba pulling forward now. Smith into the lead. Fought off a strong challenge by Emerson Huffman, who drops in line behind Bubba Smith. He may choose to have the outside lane next time, Chris, because Huffman was good out there. Bryant Smith on the outside of Doug Summers. That's a battle for the 4th spot. Smith nearly gets up into the wall on the front stretch as he challenges Summers. Side by side for 4th. Bryant Smith, Doug Summers for the 4th position. Summers much better through the turns. Smith, of course, the Drame engine racing against the Crate engine, and Summers holding him off so far. Here comes Stankiewicz. 12 in at the line. Next time will be halfway. 12 laps in for Bubba Smith and Emerson Huffman. Side by side continues between the 42 car of Stankiewicz, the 1 car of Bryant Smith. Mike Mazzagatti, he'll look to the inside of Bryant Smith coming down the front stretch. Smith going to be stubborn. He's going to continue to try that outside lane. It's not been working out for him so far, but trying his best to make it work as he and Mazzagatti go at it. 2 make a little bit of contact in turn number 4. They race on down the front stretch. Jayberg checks up right in front of the 3 of Martin. That was nearly disaster. Bryant Smith has had his handful tonight in both races. Matthew Mills has caught him now. It was 10 to go that time. It was 15 complete. This race stays green. I don't think anybody's beating Bubba Smith. He won his first race of the season on the season championship night last week. That car has been hooked up. Got boxed in during the first race tonight, but is running pretty strong right now here in the second race. 8 laps to go for Bubba Smith. Emerson Huffman, the 21 car of Rick Sibla, quietly putting together another podium finish. Doug Summers running in fourth. Stankiewicz running in fifth. 7 to go. And we're single file. This is exactly what Smith wants to see. No racing really taking place throughout the field. So that will keep the caution flag from flying. 6 to go. Over a half straightaway lead on Huffman. Huffman, he'd be satisfied with second. He's had a lot of bad luck in his limited starts over the last couple of years. That Francis Engineering engine under the hood of that number 90 car is running strong right now. 5 laps to go for the 12 of Bubba Smith. 90 of Huffman. 21 car of Sibla. And the 13 of Doug Summers. Summit Racing Modifieds coming up next for their 25-lap feature. Going to be 3 to go this time. 22 complete at the line. 3 to go for Bubba Smith. Still turning times in the 14-1s, consistent 14-1s. Second place car of Huffman in the 14-4s. His car is fading. In fact, Sibla is closing. Coming to the white flag. Going to be 1 more lap to go for Bubba Smith. Emerson Huffman. Rick Sibla. Doug Summers. And the 42 of Stankiewicz. Claiming your win, Bubba Smith. Second win in the last 3 starts. Huffman, a good second place run. Good to see there. Third place, Rick Sibla. Another solid finish. 4 spot to the 13 of Summers.
Definitely.
And after a week last week, it was a little bit rough. We saw a lot of those same drivers racing side by side with one another. Those that have had issues with one another this year, they raced each other pretty good tonight.
Yeah, that was a good one. Definitely good. We've seen some really good features tonight all the way around.
I think the street stock feature still takes the cake.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a good one.
I think our trailer race would be pretty good later, too. The Finish Line Motors, Smith's Auto Sales, number 12 into victory lane. This car, a lot of bad luck earlier this season. It's been hooked up the last 2 nights. Let's hear it for Bubba Smith. Bubba, great crowd here tonight to watch our racing, and our first 4 features of the night have been outstanding.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping. Actually, the races all night's been going good. We didn't really have any cautions in the heat races. I was expecting. Usually, when that happens, the features get pretty crazy. But pretty good racing. I really needed a caution in that first feature to do anything, but ended up making it up in the second feature.
You got to use the cone tonight. You're a big fan of the cone. Then it almost cost you in a way because you had a chance inside or outside to choose. You chose inside, which most drivers would do. Emerson almost got you.
Yeah, but 2 times I almost went to the outside when it was 13 and 41 or 43 on the front row because I knew 43 was probably going to get him, but I wasn't sure, and it almost worked. And then they actually 2 beat me on the 1 lap, so he got to start in front of me. And then Emerson, he had his car hooked up on the start. I was just pinching the car down, trying to give him room. And once we got out and I got up in front of him, I could hit my marks, and then the car was good.
2 late model races tonight, just a couple of cautions. That's the way we like to see the late models run. That was good.
Yeah, we try to put a good show on for the crowd, and a lot of cautions really stink up the show. So hopefully everybody liked it. Last week was pretty rough feature, so hopefully these 2 made up for it this week.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your winner tonight, Bubba Smith in car number 12. We got our modifieds getting ready to go.
And you kind of sit back and think, what could have been, Adam, for Bubba Smith if he would have had a car that was capable, like this earlier in the season? What could have been? had some engine issues earlier in the year. Also went off and ran the modified quite a bit, so.
A couple of feature wins this year. Starts on his high side. They come to turn 4. They come to the line. They come to the green, and we're underway for this modified feature. Into 1 and 2 we go. Grove is going to have the advantage coming off of turn number 2, but we've got trouble in the second turn. Mike Hudson and Greg Hull get together. Yellow is out. As the green flag will wave coming out of turn number 4, we are underway. Into turn 1 we go. Westerfield and Grove off the second turn. Westerfield did a better job coming off of 2 this time. Grove wasn't able to clear him. It's going to be the inside lane moving forward. Green in the 36. Waiting for that inside lane to move up. So far, not happening. As it's a double wide race for the lead at the front of our pack. The 9 of Westerfield, the 3 of Grove, the 36 car of Green. And Green does get to the inside. Grove clears him for a moment, but can't quite get to the bottom yet. Green will race low. Grove's car pretty good in the outside lane, and it's going to be enough to now clear the 36 of Green. Green has to woe it down going into the corner. Our first battle on the raceway now is for the 4 spot. The 5 of Justin Courtney back behind the wheel tonight, racing with Tyler Nowesky in the 115. Bryce Allensworth in the 21, Kevin McClintock in the 38. They're battling side by side as well. 5 laps in this time, 5 complete. Greg Hull into the pits in a 15. Going to be 6 laps in the next time around at the line. 6 in for the number 9 of Tim Westerfield Jr., the 3 of Grove, the 36 of Green, and the 5 of Courtney, our top 4. Nowesky trying to make that second lane work. Nowesky, his car shoving a little bit, pushing through the corners. He's got Allensworth hot on his tail. Allensworth looking for a little bit of good luck. And now the outside lane is opened up for Preston Walker. It's where he makes most of his passes. He's going to start to try to do just that with 8 laps in the books. Walker goes to the outside. Traffic coming up for Westerfield not long from now. Westerfield will be coming up on Joe Slentz in the 46, as well as the 8 of Hudson. Both will go to the high lane. Will this hurt Preston Walker in trying to advance around Allensworth? He's going to be able to clear him first. So Walker makes that happen just in time. Drops back in, and then he'll have clear distance in the outside groove as soon as they get past the 8 of Hudson. Walker up to 6th. McClintock 2 spots behind him in the 8th position, was top qualifier tonight. He hasn't been able to come forward quite yet. 11 complete at the line. We're closing on halfway. 2 laps until we see the cross flags for Tim Westerfield Jr., Tad Grove, Mike Green, and then 4th, 5th, and 6th in a battle right now. Nowesky on the outside of Preston Walker. It's going to be 13 in next time at the line. Nowesky gets around him. Nowesky gets up into 4th. That worked out nicely. I think Courtney may have gotten a little contact from behind him, and Walker might have rubbed a little bit. It was just enough for Nowesky to get a good run off of the second turn. If they didn't, it was just close racing off the corner. 4th, 5th, and 6th continue to go at it. We're past halfway. We've got 11 to go this time. 11 laps to go for Westerfield. Nowesky not quite clearing the 5 of Courtney yet. He's got the advantage. He's got the momentum. And it's going to be lap traffic. Oh, there's some contact as Nowesky and the 5 of Courtney get together. As they come to the cone, Westerfield will go low, Grove will go high, Green goes low, Nowesky goes low. Walker, boy, did this work out nice for Preston Walker. He likes it out there. That could make a big difference for Preston Walker in the 30 car. Westerfield and Grove to turn number 4. Green flag is out, a good restart. Grove with a slight advantage going to 1. Westerfield fights back alongside of him. Westerfield wheel to wheel heading into the third corner. 10 laps remain, 10 to go for Westerfield, and Grove in trouble back in the field. 55 of Bailey, 25 of Martyr get together, and caution's out. And that one was negated when a caution came out on the first lap of the race. They come over to turn 4. Green flag is out. Westerfield and Grove wheel to wheel as they head into the first corner. Grove on the outside. Westerfield on the inside, yellow out. Westerfield started a little bit early down in turn 4. So Westerfield starting just a tad bit early, slight bit too early coming off of 4 is the 9 of Westerfield. A little bit of advantage on Grove this time. They bring it over to turn 4. That's much better. Green is out there wheel to wheel as they race down the front stretch and into the first corner. Grove had him for a slight moment. Westerfield fights back. Now Grove to the outside lane. He's going to go back forward into the lead. Westerfield's car got tight in 1 and 2 that time. And here comes Walker to the high lane. Oh, and we got 2 at the back of the field get tangled up. So caution out for Hudson and the 46 of Slentz, yellow out. So we'll have another restart with the same order. Coming to turn 4. And the green is out. Wheel to wheel, they race across the line. Grove on the outside, Westerfield on the inside. Oh, some contact. Westerfield made some contact with Grove, trying to stay alongside. Bad break for Westerfield, and he will come to a stop. Coming to Green off of turn number 4. Green and Grove bring them in. Green spins the tires. Grove stays alongside. They go down into the corner. They're 3 wide deep in the field. That probably won't work. Courtney going to check up to avoid a crash, and Martyr kind of closes the door on him. Double wide racing up front. Green and Grove going hard at it up front. At the line, Grove with the advantage. We complete lap number 15. 15 laps in. 10 final laps to go. Grove racing hard on the outside lane. Nowesky and Walker in 3rd and 4th. Walker would love to see Grove get out front because then he's got a chance to race that outside lane for the victory. Came up just short last week. Good battle up front. Green and Grove going at it. Nowesky and Walker going at it. Green is actually pulling forward but then loses some ground on the exit of 4. Grove races out front again. Got a caution. Justin Courtney on the front straightaway has spun toward the infield. (16 in, 9 to go here. It's Grove and Green for the restart in turn 4. Good start, and they're underway. Green on the outside of Grove, and Green the advantage coming off of 2. Grove fights back on the inside lane. Grove edges forward, half car length is advantage. Here comes Walker. Walker for second. He has him at the line. Walker gets past Green. Kevin McClintock using the inside lane to his advantage. He's going to move up into the number 4 spot. He and Tyler Nowesky in a battle. And now it's Preston Walker's turn to go for the lead. 7 laps remain in this modified race. 7 laps to go, and Walker has caught Tad Grove. Battle continues for the 4th position between Kevin McClintock and Tyler Nowesky. A couple of drivers trying to fight their way back up through. Justin Courtney and Tim Westerfield Jr. They've had some bad luck in this race. Westerfield had to check up as he almost got into the wall coming off of 2 as that car really pushed high. 5 to go for Tad Grove in the 3. Walker looks high, but nothing out there for him right now as Westerfield's going to pull it into the pits. Problems for Westerfield. The 30 of Walker right there with Grove. He's looking high, can't make the move. Grove's car, plenty of bite coming off the bottom lane on the straightaways. 3 laps to go for Grove, Walker, Green, Noweski, and McClintock. Walker has just enough car through the turns to get to the outside, and then Grove pulls him down the straightaway. 2 laps to go for Grove. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Walker made a last lap effort last week. He's going to do it again. Don't think he'll have enough as Grove looks for his 3rd feature victory of the season. Racing to 4 to the checkered. Grove the victory. 2nd spot to the 30 of Walker. 3rd spot to the 36 of Green. And 4th, the 115 of Tyler Noweski. Cone restarts, making it interesting tonight. Walker finishes 2nd, Green finishes 3rd, Noweski takes 4th, and your winner in victory lane, the number 3 of Tad Grove. The JD Byriders, CNAC Financing, Fast Swan Racing, as well as Affordable Towing. Number 3, his 3rd feature win of the year. It's been a part-time season in 2014. Tonight, he does take his 3rd victory. It wasn't easy. He had a couple of drivers he competed with during the course of the racing tonight. Up front, the first row, Westerfield, as well as Mike Green. The wheel is off. He's ready to climb out. With victory number 3 this season for the 3, it's Tad Grove. Tad, congratulations. The cone thing kind of makes it a little interesting on restarts. It worked out for you, I think, for the most part.
Yeah, that outside lane and on restarts, the car was just hooked up tonight.
You're able to stay alongside, and you were able to just have the nose ahead of Mike Green when that last yellow came out, so then that gave you the choice.
Yeah, I figured I'd better just take the inside on that and not risk it.
That's a safe place to be.
Exactly.
Thanks, some people.
My dad for keeping the car in running order every week, and everybody comes to watch, sponsors. About it.
There you go. Let's hear it for the winner, number 3 on the season for the 3 of Tad Grove. Chris, I'm going to let you call the mini trucks. I got to run and get the helmet.
Okay. Who's in the 11? Adam, who's in the 11?
I think his name is Roger Bauscher, making his first start.
Nice. Roger Bauscher making his first start.
He built
Gotcha.
that, I believe he built that truck in the Dan Bailey garage. Dan Bailey has Dan's service up in Canton, and I believe he built a lot of it up in Dan's garage.
Nice. Okay, Roger Bauscher. I remember that. And the 11 of Roger Bauscher, your field. They'll look for the green off of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air. Jaybird, Cordia, Nicholas, Bertram, Martin, and Bauscher. Here goes Bertram to the outside, 3 wide. Oh, Cordia is going to push him up high. Jaybird fights back on the bottom of the racetrack into turn number 3. Jaybird, Cordia still side by side for the race lead at the line. Oh, and Billy Nicholas spins the 55 of Bertram. caution on the speedway on the front straightaway. The 55 and 32 got together off of turn number 4. Bringing out our first caution. And the 11 of Bauscher. Green flag off of turn number 4. And here goes all kinds of action into turn number 1. The 155 of Bertram. And now Jayberg loose on the back straightaway. Him and the 72 got into trouble going into turn number 1. The 155 of Bertram took the lead on the outside. And he is going to scoot away. Derek Cordia runs in a second spot. Mike Martin up to third. Cody Jayberg back to 4th, and Nichols in 5th. Now Cordia comes down, kind of swiping at the 5 of Martin. Now the 5 of Martin gets up into the 72 of Cordia. Those two battling for the second spot is Kyler Bertram out in front in the 155. All kinds of action going on. Now Cordia slides way up the racetrack. He gets loose, shoots down towards the infield, saves it. Cody Jayberg to the outside of the 72. They'll work their way around the 11 of Bauscher. Good three-way battle for third spot between Cordia, Jayberg, and Nichols. As the 155 of Bertram pulls away, Mike Martin tries to run him down in the number 5. Bertram out front through turns 3 and 4. Mike Martin doesn't seem like he's gaining at all on the 155 as the 155 puts Bauscher another lap down in turn 1 and 2. Still good three-way battle now. Nichols up around Jayberg into the 4th spot. Looking for third on Cordia. Good three-way battle for third, 4th, and 5th. Jayberg now to the inside of Nichols again. As Cordia still maintaining that third spot. Jayberg going to try and use the 11 as a pick. Kind of did a little bit and retakes the 4th spot. And now Mike Martin running down the 155 of Bertram. Does he have enough time? Bertram way upstairs on the racetrack. And big hit in turn number 3. Big hit in turn 3.
Dusty Nicholas diving to the inside of the 22 of Jayberg. And once the contact was made, it would not turn as he slams into the outside retaining wall.
Yeah, I was totally looking away. I did not see it, Adam. I was watching the lead duo.
And there's good news. Driver Dusty Nicholas is okay, but heavily damaged number 32 truck. It's going to be Bertram choosing low. Martin chooses low. Hey, Cordy even chooses low. It's going to be a single file restart. Getting ready for the restart. 6 in, 6 to go. Bring it home, Chris.
And Cordy and Martin off of turn number 4. Martin looking to the inside, not going to make it stick. Bertram closes the door. Off of turn number 2, Bertram with all that power in the 155. Still your race leader. Martin in second, Cordia in third. Kyler Bertram in the 155 now slides up the hill. Here comes Martin. Not quite able to get there. Through turns 3 and 4. Kyler Bertram, still your race leader. Mike Martin looking to battle to the inside. He's going to try the crossover. Bertram slides high. Here comes Martin off of turn 2. Martin and Bertram side by side into turn number 3. Good battle, two-way battle. A little bit of contact in turn number 3. Martin going to slide through and take the race lead. Bertram will fall back to the second spot. Still with a big push in the middle of the corner for the 155. Truck just not handling like it normally does. Maybe a problem now for Bertram. Right front tire for Bertram now. Something definitely wrong with the 155. Mike Martin cruising out front. Martin, your leader. See if I can see anything with the 155. I don't see anything. Looks like he's back under normal power. White flag's in the air for Mike Martin. Down the back straightaway for the final time in 2014. Through turns 3 and 4. Your mini truck feature winner, Mike Martin. And Kyler Bertram will take home second, and sideways Derek Cordia will finish third.
The Canton Car Connection Shelby's Sweets and Treats number 5 claiming victory once again this season. 8 of them on the season. The big Budweiser Fall Classic Trophy. Let's hear it for Mike Martin. '07, the Captain Sizzle entry on the pole. Jason Neely, our flagman, our assistant flagman, Jason Neely on the outside. Gabe Pringle on the inside in the number 36 Tony Diano entry. And on the outside in the Rich Roar number 7 is Dave Hoopengarner, one of our tech guys. And my co-announcer Chris Kale will be starting in the 5th spot. It's Sheriff Cruiser official racing at Midvale Speedway. We're going to go 6 laps. Pringle's in the 36, starting 3rd.
Yeah, so be sure to watch that car. It's got a whole lot of left side weight in there with the Pillsbury Doughboy at the wheel.
Oh, look out, Kale. Right on Pringle's rear bumper, of course. Brother-in-law's there. Terry Coletti with the green in hand. He's ready to give him the go, and Pappy Miller and Jason Neely going to take him into the first corner. This could get scary. They're all using brakes except that car on the outside of row number 2. That's the 7 of Hoopengarner. Oh, there's the inside lane. What a move. Oh, Pappy closes the door on the 63. Look out. Jason Neely had the door closed. Leading the way, it looks like Pringle's going to lead the way coming across the line. Oh, they are going too fast. They are going too fast. Oh, Pappy, make the turn, buddy. Pappy Miller in the 2nd spot, the dad of Mike and Paul Miller. What was that, 1 lap in? Yeah. All right, here comes 2. As they take care of the cruisers, cruising around the racetrack. 2 laps complete. Oh, they go through turn number 2. Boy, Hoopengarner in the 7. He is not living up to the Roar number back there. Not good for Hoopengarner. He's a tech guy. He could have cheated his up a little bit. Halfway, I believe, 3 in and 3 to go, as leading the way is Gabe Pringle. Gabe wanted to win for his kids tonight. His kids are all here at the racetrack watching the action this evening. 2 to go this time for Gabe Pringle. Pappy Miller with an impressive run in the 707. The 63, oh, look out. Neely got her a little sideways in the 63 running back there in third. Hoopengarner out for a Sunday cruise. Oh, it's got a flat on the right front of the 7. Okay, that makes sense. That's why he's struggling. White flag waves, one more lap to go. Whistling by, ready to make an arrest. Sheriff Cruiser racing at Midvale Speedway and leading the way is the 63, making the 36. Coming to the victory, Gabe Pringle up along the outside wall. Second place to Pappy Miller. Third spot, and what a run for Pappy. He hasn't raced around a racetrack in a good number of years. Third spot, the 63. And then Kale brings home fourth. Hoopengarner brings a flat tire home in fifth. Hey, Hoopy, you got a flat. Take it to the pits. Take it to the pits. There you go. Oh, a little burnout on the back stretch. The 63 of Neely. All the cars lining up except the 7. Needed some air in that right front tire. Going to take it up and try to get some air in it. Hey, let's hear it for Gabe Pringle. Hey, Gabe. You said you won. You had to win tonight because the kids are in the stands watching you, right?
Yes, I got to get all the boys down here.
So all the boys come down, get their picture taken with Gabe Pringle, the winner. Chris, you got stuck back there in the fifth spot. You know they probably set their cars up, right?
Yeah, my thing didn't have no power steering either. It wasn't the funnest thing to drive, but
we should have done the small oval with the no power steering. That'd have been more fun.
that would have been ridiculous. You need to get in that 32. We'll see what you can do in it.
Oh, Wild Bill could wheel it. He won a lot of races in 32. How about Pappy Miller? He's climbing out of the 707. Pappy's just mad that he's got to walk back across to the pits.
I'm impressed.
That's right. He ran good. He whooped you, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's getting ready to climb out. Come on, get out of there, Pappy.
Yeah, but Pappy made it to the feature.
He says he's too old to walk. Hey, Pappy, let's face the crowd here real quick. Pappy, it's been a few years since you've raced around a racetrack, hasn't it?
Quite a few.
How many years has it been?
Oh, 10, 15, at least. 89 was my last race.
Oh, well, 89 was his last race. That up at Barberton?
Yeah.
Let's have a nice round of applause again for Pappy Miller.
5 years old.
85 years old, folks. 85 years old, and he was wheeling it. Awesome.
Look for Jason Anthony to get taken out. A little bit of revenge here. Giving everybody hell all season. Jason Anthony there. What is he, in the 32? I don't know.
63.
63, I'm sorry. 63, and they're off. Green flag in the air for the 32. Chris Kale in the 32 is going to lead him to turn 1. My co-announcer, or Adam's co-announcer. It looks like, is that still a flat tire on the car dropping to the back? I can't read the numbers. This is some
32.
32. No, that's 36. Does it
Kale's
really
won.
matter?
Kale's winning. Coletti.
Help me out,
Adam
Gary.
Mackey. Jason Anthony. Then John Neely.
36.
Okay, so Coletti riding the outside lane, high, wide, and handsome, though I don't know how handsome he is. He is hanging in the outside on the outside of Kale, coming down the front stretch for lap number 2. And Coletti still puffing on his Marlboro Red, leading the way, halfway this time by. And Chris Kale still hanging out in the 32 car. I don't think he's going to make the feature, considering he's cheating. Jason Anthony next to last. That's good to see.
Chris Kale's Adam Mackey's on the move.
Where's he at? Second?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a spinner in 3. The 32 car of Kale has run out of talent. And is he going to bring out? Oh, one more. Coletti choking on his cigarette. He might have passed out momentarily. I'm not sure. Got a little dirt tracking going on by Kale down here. He knows it's over for Hot Rod.
Coletti just doesn't want to win in the Malklet car. He's letting Roar win.
So who's leading? I kind of lost.
Adam Mackey.
Okay, Mackey's leading, so this is set up somehow.
That's what I'm saying. They're letting the 7 win. The 2 biggest Rich Roll
Checkered
fans.
flag for the 7 of Mackey. Adam McConnell Mackey's going to take this checkered flag. Is that Coletti in second? Terry Coletti somehow.
John Neely, and then
Jason Anthony third, unfortunately.
oh, look at he's got both windshields disqualified. Hey, I'm out of gas.
Cale's claiming he's out of gas, but if you wouldn't have went and done any dirt tracking, you might you might be okay.
Yeah, it sucked.
That sucked. Okay, that's Mackey in the 7 here, leaking some kind of fluid right now. I'm not sure what that is. If that's antifreeze, you're getting fined $50.
Not antifreeze. You know what? I didn't leave anything out there on the track. I figured, you know what? Kale ran his mouth. Gabe ran his mouth. I had the fastest car last year. I took the car that started 5th and finished 5th. Well, at least it finished 5th in the first race. Brought home the W.
Always run his mouth. Who else was in this? Jason Anthony, you brought home a 4th place finish. How'd the car feel out there for you? Unfortunately, you don't advance into the feature event.
It was fun. That was great.
A man of many words, Jason Anthony. I'm watching Pappy Miller. I don't have $100. Pappy Miller going to lead him down into 1 and 2 in the 707. Side by side with Terry Coletti headed down the back stretch. Neither one of them giving an inch. Pappy Miller, for 85 years old, that man is spry. A little bit of door banging, too. 2 by 2 through this field of 5 cars. Well, obviously not the last one, but Coletti slipping up, coming out of 2. Neely, I'm told, is in the 63 car.
I heard some fenders.
3 wide going into 1. Mackey making it 3 wide on the inside. He's headed towards the front.
Halfway. What'd I tell you? What did I say? He dropped like a rock?
Chris Cale, yeah, he's going to take a shortcut. Look out, Pappy Miller.
Black fighting?
Pappy Miller still leading the way. And Terry Coletti just maybe, is that cigarette? You think that tobacco's going to his brain?
Oh, I think it's a car.
A little loose coming out of 4 for the 63 of Pringle. Okay, Pappy Miller first. Jason Neely, your assistant flagman, running second. Bearing down on him, though, right now is the 36 of Pringle, the Doughboy. Everybody's favorite fat man. And he's, almost looping it. Almost looping it coming out, too. Double checkers. Pappy Miller at 85 years old is going to take this by a half a straightaway, nonetheless. Jason Neely second. Your wife ever get tired of listening to you?
Every day.
You're probably paying her by now to stay around, right?
Hey, can a brother get a ride?
You gotta walk yourself over there, man.
Hey,
it's not gonna hurt you any.
tell Mackie he needs to bring his car over here and I'll drive it back over so he don't have to walk. That would have been the logical thing to do, but Mackey's not logical, so that's why he went to the pits.
Yeah, well, you should have heard them debating on this up there. It was real well put together.
Oh, I'm sure. Hey, good job, by the way. I was listening to you out there. You gave me some props every once in a while.
Can't give you too much.
Yeah, I know. How about Pappy, though?
Yeah, Pappy Miller. This guy, 85 years old. Hold on. His reaction time isn't what it used to be. Don't walk out in front of him too quick. In there with the open-faced helmet. Old school Richard Petty style. Hey, unload his walker out the back seat there real quick. Get his walker out of the back seat. Bad boy have spinners on it?
He said he couldn't get out because it wouldn't open from the inside, so I grabbed a handle for him.
Well, it's a police car.
Boy, you're a funny guy.
You ever rode in one of those?
Yeah. I told you. You see? There you go. There's Pappy.
All right, give him a round of applause here. 85 years old.
Hey, if you're going to lose to somebody, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm heading over the other side.
Good, get out of here. Jesus Christ. Pappy Miller, father of multi-time Midvale Speedway champion Mike Miller, late model champion. Pappy, how's it feel to bring home a checkered flag here this evening?
Pretty good. I thought I should have won the first one, but I made a little mistake and one car got by me. This time I didn't. I traded sheet metal a little bit. Hope Randy don't mind. You can't sell them doors on that side.
So you had a good run. I mean, a little bit of sheet metal traded, like you said, but what's that going to hurt? That's not going to hurt.
Take it easy.
Well, you've got your Bud Light season finale trophy here, and
where's the Bud Light? Where's the Bud Light?
All right, Pappy Miller, give him another round of applause because this guy could barely get out of the car, but he's out here wheeling it.
Make sure you get them all right, who we've got, so we can give them
Who normally drives the 101? I forget.
Daniel Risley.
Yeah, I think it is Risley in the 101. Salisbury's in the 4, Bucky's in the 50, Risley's in the 101.
There's a Saturn View in the parking lot, GBZ 8670. You need to move your vehicle. Someone is trying to get out, and you must have them boxed in. Saturn View. We've got this figure 8 race, then our trailer race to wrap up our season.
It is Pringle in the 11. Hey, you can't cheat in this thing like you cheated in the other one.
Ain't no cheating.
Ain't no cheating, he says. Okay, Mr. Modesty. Okay, I think that's going to be our field. Hey, go ahead, say what you just said.
Just for the record, Adam, I was blocking for Pappy Miller.
I wondered, were you the one in second or what?
Yes, he was.
It got a little wild with Gabe and Terry and everybody mixing it up.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Figure
All right,
8
green's
time.
out.
How many laps we running? 8 laps.
8 laps. All right, that is Salisbury in the 4, Bucky in the 50. A little bit of contact. Here comes Pringle to pick up the 3rd spot over Risley. Lap number 1, Salisbury going to be your leader. So, Blaine Salisbury in the 4, your race leader. Bucky in 2nd in the 50. Pringle in 3rd in the 11. And Daniel Risley in the 101 in 4th.
You do realize we're going to get to the point somebody's going to have to make a decision here at the intersection.
Yep.
Even though we've only got 4, we've got 2 quick ones and 2 slow ones, and a decision's going to be coming up very shortly for Salisbury. It's going to be on the next time through, I think. Yep, decision coming up for Salisbury. Will he check up and let Bucky try to sneak through? No, he's going to thread the needle. And Daniel Risley says, you know what, I don't want any part of that. I'm going to slow down. It might be the 11 they're making a
Let's see what
decision with
Pringle
now.
does.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's through easy.
Next time he might not be, though. We are at the halfway point of the race. 4 complete. Now going to be 5 in, 3 to go. Salisbury leading Dan Bucky.
And the 101 pulled off.
Risley said, you know what, this isn't what it's all cut out to be here. I think I'm going to take it to the pits and get ready for next year. Well, I think they're safe at the intersection now because usage has slowed, the 11 of Pringle has slowed down a little bit. 2 to go for Blaine Salisbury. Even though you only get 4 cars, still neat to see him go around the figure 8 track once in a while, once a year.
Yeah, I remember when we used to do it on a weekly basis back in the 80s and 90s. That was always cool. Remember J.R. Ridgway and Todd Ripley.
McMillan?
Yeah, Larry McMillan.
I don't remember a lot of the names running the figure eight back then because it was while we were pretty young that they used to run the street stock type cars on the figure eight track.
Pringle pulls off. He'll finish third. Yeah, Paul Haver was another one. All right, twin checkers for Blaine Salisbury.
Uh-oh, Matt's got one tangled up.
And Bucky hit the fence.
So Dan Bucky gets up into the wall after the race.
Yeah, it looks like he just he come across through here and got a little airborne and brakes didn't work.
Some people say checkers are wreckers. He actually wrecked her at checker. But he's okay. Dan Bucky gets out of the car after the hit on the front straightaway wall.
Hey, Neely asked him if his brakes went out. He said no, his head did.
Hey, Dan, we moved the wall back 5 feet a couple years ago, not 10. Dan Bucky, another championship this year. 3 years in a row he's won a championship. Once in the stock compacts. Actually twice in that division. And then in the compact division this year is coming to victory lane and going to talk to Chris Cale in a moment is Blaine Salisbury.
I won't tell you what he just said. He's happy, let's just put it that way. All right, in the Wisman Motorsports Take 2 Video and Tanning, Tedesco Racing sponsored number 4, Blaine Salisbury, your figure 8 winner. That's the first time I've ever heard that at Victory Lane, but hey, whatever, right? Congratulations, man.
Thank you, buddy.
You just didn't let Bucky get around you.
Nah, I squeezed him a little bit, but hey, you got to do what you got to do.
And was there any thoughts to lifting? Because everybody else lifted, you didn't have to.
No, it's full throttle or nothing.
All right, congratulations, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Blaine Salisbury, your winner in the figure 8.
Uh-oh, Matt's got one tangled up.
And Bucky hit the fence.
Dan Bucky gets up into the wall. Over 20 trailers, trucks and trailers in tonight's trailer race. Who will finish? 23 of them. I did have 20 on the list and added 3. The 3 that we added, Chris, are the 46 of Mario Diano, the 91 of Joe Greathouse, and the 19 of Scott Plufkin.
And who was the last one?
The 19 of Scott Plufkin. Oh, Shelby Shope in the 332. That truck already going very slowly.
You can definitely see the Stresky ride with the red, white, or the red and blue. I'm colorblind, I guess. The red, blue lights on the front, cop lights.
I don't know that Shelby Shope's going to make it. I think that pink truck might be heading pit side.
Yeah. It'll just be a moving chicane. All right, I think we're going green off of 4.
Oh, boy.
I'm getting back.
Here we go.
We're not.
I think it's a good idea.
We're not going green.
Okay. Not going green yet. 15 laps our distance tonight. Yeah, doing the wave lap as they go by.
Kind of glad I'm on this side of this deal than I was the last 2 years.
I don't know if I would stand there, Chris. I think I would actually just go up in the stands.
Well, I'm going to stand back. I can tell you that
Well,
much.
it's easier to see if you can get around the flag stand there, so whatever.
Yeah, I might just pop up on the flag stand.
That's probably not a bad idea. All right, well, I don't know. Shelby looks like she's picking up the pace a little bit now. So we're getting ready to come to green. Race fans, are you ready for our season-ending trailer race? It's going to be wild. It's going to be 15 laps. And the first one to finish with a trailer, those 15 laps, as deemed by Chief Scorer Gary Smith, will be victorious.
Victorious.
It will be Brent Schreffler. Or no, that's somebody else. Sheldon Yoder's up front, right? Sheldon Yoder
Sheldon
and
Yoder.
Shelby Shook was scheduled to start up there. It's
Rector.
actually it's Kyle Rector on our front row, and the green is out. The trailer race for 2014 is underway.
Rector takes the lead down the back straightaway off of turn number 2.
And Rector leads the field into turn number 3. Rector leading the way. Already Shook going a lap down before she gets to the line for the green. One complete. Rector leads the way. Running second, the 7 of Sheldon Yoder. Third, the 113 of Mitchell Usage. As we complete our first lap, we've got a boat off on the backstretch. Boy, Shook is in a bad spot. Oh, look
There's
out.
another
Trailers, boats everywhere. Oh, and
yes.
ramping it. Bubba Smith has lost his trailer. Smith's trailer is gone. Bubba Smith has lost his trailer. That trailer is available for sale, Chris. If interested, you can purchase it. But we've got a boat along the wall in turn 1. Shook will go around it. As the trailer race continues, look out on the front stretch. Oh, Nelly!
Woo-hoo-hoo.
We almost lost the boat.
We almost. Oh, somebody just hit the pit wall.
Now, Cody Krebs, I believe that is.
That's Krebs, yep.
He's
Ooh, got that boat.
Oh,
that boat is no more.
Oh, and we got a spin. In turn 1, look out.
That's, I believe, the Stresky team got into that trailer there.
Rector still leading the way. Where is he? He's on the backstretch. Still got his trailer hooked up.
Krebs does
look
not
out.
have a trailer.
Oh, we've got them wadding up in the high lane of turn 4. But all of them, most of them keep their trailers on. Krebs has lost his, though. Krebs is done in the 84. So Krebs is out. Rector still leading the way. It's going to... 22 of Rector leading the way. 1 of Bryant Smith, I believe, is in second. We've got wheels flying everywhere in turns 1 and 2. And again, anyone that would like to stick around after the races tonight and help the track crew clean up the race. Oh, Rector, he's about going to lose his trailer. Is he? Nope, still staying together. He's still got enough of it. Boy, Rector just about lost the trailer.
Oh, boy. Zach Slater.
Oh, look out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look out.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Yo, still got the trailer.
Yo Mama is not safe right now. Oh, 3 wide, 4 wide on the front stretch.
Wow.
Rector's got the hood up on the back stretch.
Look at this mess.
Rector's still... Oh, where's Rector at?
Oh, this is a mess.
He went in the infield. Rector has went in the infield.
So Bryant Smith, I think, the leader going into turn 1?
Yep, Bryant's the leader going into 1. He's got most of his trailers still left. Bryant Smith through turn number 2. Oh, my goodness. And there goes Yo Mama. And Yo Sista, the trailer trash. Gone. She's getting the drag on the front stretch. Oh, front stretch partially blocked. I would say mostly blocked. A little bit of slickness up in turn number 2 is Bryant Smith. He's the leader coming across the line right there. 7 laps complete. We're starting to lose competitors, Chris. They're dwindling a little bit. I think we've lost about, what, half of them maybe?
Yeah, something like that. What a mess.
It is a mess. Over 20 started, 23 getting the start. We've got a bunch of them on the infield. I'll tell you, Gruel's running pretty well here in the 199.
Yeah, he lost his boat, but he's still got his trailer.
Yeah, he's no longer boating. His trailer. Oh, he's trying to take the trailer off of 1, coming off of 2. Not looking good. Boy, our trailers have... Look at this. Linda Morgan in the ex-wife's paradise, still running strong. She's in 4th spot.
That trailer don't even look like it's been touched.
She's running 4th right now. They better not touch it. I lettered that thing yesterday.
She could go camp out in that thing.
They might after the races tonight. Park it over on the... she just knocked off a trailer of one of the competitors, too. Was that to 17?
Stresky, yeah.
So Stresky done. Oh, it stays on. Linda's trailer stays on. Yeah, Schreffler getting a push from Morgan. Look at Morgan trying to knock off Schreffler's trailer. Linda Morgan, who sells you tickets each week at the front gate, has the ex-wife Paradise. We've got 10 laps in, 5 to go. Bryant Smith in the 1 still leading. I'm telling you, Gruel in the 199 is running pretty well too, and he's trying to take off a trailer right now. Going into turn 3, is this trailer going to make it? Yes, only because the truck spun as well. Carnage here at Midvale Speedway. Trailer race. Ex-wife's Paradise. He's almost entered the
Gruel's
camper.
in it. He wanted to camp out tonight, I think.
Yeah, he's camping out with the Morgans tonight. Down in turn 1 and 2. Bryant Smith completing another lap. The pop-up camper. He's got a little damage to that camper, but it's still hanging on. Got one getting back in action here. The 90 camper of Cody Gibbs. And around goes Gruel over in turn number 3. Bryant Smith in the 1 will go around him again down in turn number 3.
Well,
what do we got?
Linda's still got the trailer, but she no longer has the
camper part of it?
The camper part of it, yeah.
Well, so where is the...
it's in turn 4.
Where's the stove at? Can we cook some meals down there in turn 4 now?
We can try.
Carnage at Midvale Speedway for the trailer race 2014. We've got 12 laps complete. Bryant Smith, where is he? Oh, he's getting some contact. Kyle Gruel in the 199 was trying to take off his camper. That might be their best opportunity to eliminate the 1 of Smith. He's remained unscathed for the most part. He's got some slow traffic ahead. He's quicker right now than Gruel. That Gruel truck has slowed. We've got about, 6 or 8 left. 13 in for Bryant Smith in the 1 truck.
Still got the 111 of Forrester out there. I seen the 2. I believe Rosenberry's in the 2, right? No, that's Morgan.
I don't know if there's enough left on Finlayson's trailer there. I think the trailer's gone. He's just got a tongue. I think Finlayson is done. Morgan still dragging the trailer. Boy, Mario Diano still has a trailer. Right now, Zach Slater has it locked up. And here comes another one involved. It's Festi in the 2. And Smith's going to go around them all on the outside. Oh, right through the trailer. Carnage on the front stretch. Right through the camper. White flag is waving for Bryant Smith. Final night of the season brought to you by Budweiser here at Midvale Speedway. Carnage at the racetrack. Double checkered. Coming out, Bryant Smith is going to claim the win. And who knows? I think Gary Smith, Jason Anthony doing a fine job as best as they can. Kyle Gruel, pretty good run for the 199 despite a flat tire. Brent Schreffler, good run for the 25, but he's about to blow up. Who else finishes here? We got the 111.
Forrester.
I believe it might be the number 2 of Festi in second from what Gary Smith is saying. So where is the 2 of Festi?
There's Diano and Slater still going through.
Oh, there it is. The 2 of Festi with a good run. Bryant Smith, Todd Festi. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And again, hopefully you trailer race participants and a few other people, if you'd like to stick around and help us clean up tonight, we would appreciate it. Took us a couple hours last year and we had this place ready to go for racing again, even though we've got a few months to do it. We've got another drifting event coming up on our schedule this season, so anyone that would like to stick around and help pick up a little bit after the races, we really, really, really appreciate it. So we had a number of people stick around last year and help us out as Bryant Smith takes the checkered in the number 1 truck. Well, we didn't have much carnage in our feature racing tonight, Chris, but when it came time for the trailer race, they made up for it.
Yeah, I'd say. I told you it was going to be a mess.
Unofficially but officially, we have the 1 of Smith, the 2 of Festi, and the 99 of Gruel. The 199 of Kyle Gruel is our top 3. Impossible for these guys to score almost. As bringing it to the checkered flag, your winner, the Canton Auto Salvage number 1, Bryant Smith. It lives to ride again. And now they've got a camper to sell, Chris. Somebody can buy that and stay in the parking lot tonight. Hey, let's have a nice round of applause for all of our trailer race participants tonight.
Holy Toledo.
Unbelievable.
All right, let's get a word with the winner. Get that helmet off. Hey, I want to know if we're going to go camping in this thing later. You still see the bed in the thing.
Make sure and get a winner's photo too, Chris.
What do you think?
Really, it's not that bad. This truck handled pretty good. I actually built a different truck. My dad talked me into taking this one, and this thing, it actually handled pretty good. And I mean, I'm saving this truck for next year because this thing's great.
So I was your bad luck charm last year then.
I tell you what, you weren't bad, but Phil was a hell of a navigator. He was nonstop talking the whole time. My buddy Phil Vino, he used to race out here all the time. He's a good driver, but he was doing great at keeping me in line, keeping me not going too fast, too slow, telling me when to move, when to go high, when to go low. I mean, he did a phenomenal job. He won this race as much as I did.
All right. How about a big round of applause for your winner, Bryant Smith and Phil Vino.